There's a particular kind of wealth that has nothing to do with high salaries or clever investments. It's the wealth of knowing how to live well without spending much. In rural Ireland, this skill has been quietly practiced for generations. Today, I'll share 12 habits that add up to real savings year after year for those who live or want to live the country way. Habit 1 is heating the house with what you have nearby. A well-stocked woodpile, a turf shed, or a stove fed by local fuel can cut a winter heating bill in half compared to oil or full electric. The upfront work is real, but a Saturday spent chopping wood saves money every single evening from October to April. Many rural households also share fuel deliveries with neighbors, splitting bulk orders to get a better price. Habit 2 is growing what you can. Even a small garden in rural Ireland produces enough potatoes, onions, carrots, cabbage, and herbs to take a noticeable chunk out of the weekly shop. The growing season is short, but a polytunnel or even a few raised beds can extend it. Add hens for fresh eggs, and the savings compound. A dozen eggs in a shop costs around €4. A small flock of hens pays for itself within a year. Habit 3 is buying in bulk and storing well. A chest freezer is the unsung hero of rural Ireland. Buy meat directly from a local farmer or butcher in quarter or half animal shares. Buy potatoes by the sack. Buy onions by the net. The per kilo cost is dramatically lower and the quality is often better than the supermarket. The same applies to dry goods, which travel well in jars on a kitchen shelf. Habit 4 is shopping at the local markets, not just the supermarket. The Saturday markets in many Irish towns offer fresh local produce at prices that can match or beat the chains, particularly for seasonal items at their peak. The added benefit is keeping the money in the local economy where it tends to come back round. Habit 5 is sharing what you have. Lending tools, swapping skills, helping a neighbor with a job in exchange for help with another. In rural Ireland, this informal economy is real and active. You do not need to own every tool. A working community of neighbors means everyone has access to far more than anyone owns individually. Habit 6 is repairing rather than replacing. A pair of boots resoled lasts another 5 years. A jumper darned at the elbow lasts another 3. A kettle descaled, a fridge cleaned, a lawnmower serviced, an old kitchen chair tightened. The disposable culture has been quietly resisted in many rural Irish homes for decades. The skills are passed down and the savings are constant. Habit 7 is shopping with the seasons, not against them. Strawberries in June, apples in October, root vegetables through winter. Buying what's in season locally is cheaper, tastier, and far better for you. Avoid the air-freighted tropical fruit in February. It costs 5 times what it does at the height of summer. Habit 8 is keeping the car running, not replacing it. A reliable older car, well maintained, is one of the best financial decisions a rural Irish household can make. New cars lose value fast. A trusted local mechanic, an honest annual service, and patience with rattles add up to thousands saved over the life of the vehicle. Habit 9 is sharing transport where possible. Lift shares to and from work, to the shops, to events. A rural neighbor driving into town is often happy to bring you along, and the favor is returned. Many rural Irish communities have informal lift share networks that save participants thousands a year in fuel and wear. Habit 10 is being thoughtful about the small monthly bills. The streaming services, the phone packages, the broadband, the subscriptions. €10 a month here and €12 a month there adds up to hundreds of euro a year. Review them quarterly. Cancel what you do not use. Switch providers when better deals appear, and do not let loyalty cost you money. Habit 11 is using the credit union, not just the big banks. Credit unions across rural Ireland offer fair interest on savings, sensible loans without hidden fees, and a community-based approach to money that the big banks have long since abandoned. Many rural Irish families have been members of the same credit union for generations. There's a reason. Habit 12 is enjoying what's free. The beach, the mountain walk, the cliff path, the riverbank, a pot of tea on a friend's kitchen table, a pint at a quiet local pub on a Tuesday night where the music is free and the chat lasts hours. The rural Irish have always understood that the best things in life cost nothing. The city sometimes forgets this. The countryside remembers. Now, here's the point of all this. None of these habits is dramatic. None of them will make you rich on its own, but together they shift the whole shape of a household budget. The family that practices 10 of these habits routinely will save thousands of euro a year compared to the family that does none of them. Over a decade, that's tens of thousands of euro. Over a working life, it can be the difference between comfortable retirement and a stressful one. These are not new ideas. They are the old ideas, carried forward by people who never had much choice but to live carefully, and who learned that living carefully has its own rewards. Pace, skill, connection to a place, quiet satisfaction, and a job done with your own hands. Thanks for watching. Comment below with the habit that works best in your own household. Subscribe for more honest Irish money talk and country living. Mind yourselves and live simply where you can.